Pakistan's educational conundrum. Its education quality and objective are not keeping pace with the modern day. In an era defined by rapid technological advancement, full-paced modernization, and dynamic socio-economic shifts, education is no longer a static repository of knowledge. It is a living, evolving engine that drives innovation, critical thinking, and adaptability. Pakistan, with its burgeoning youth population and strategic geopolitical position, stands at a critical juncture. Can its current educational system equip its citizens to thrive in this fast-revolving world? The honest answer is, not in its present form. While pockets of excellence exist, systemic flaws hinder the nation's ability to produce globally competitive, critically thinking, and ethically grounded citizens. The current state, a system out of sync. Pakistan's educational landscape is fragmented into multiple streams: public schools, private institutions, religious madrassas, and elite international academies, each operating with vastly different curricula, resources, and outcomes. This fragmentation creates inequality from the outset. According to UNESCO, nearly 22.8 million children aged 5 to 16 are out of school, the second highest number globally. Even those enrolled often receive substandard education. Rote learning dominates, critical thinking is discouraged, and outdated curricula fail to address contemporary global challenges. Moreover, infrastructure is lacking. Many public schools lack basic facilities, electricity, clean water, libraries, or laboratories. Teacher training is inadequate, with many educators themselves lacking subject mastery or pedagogical skills. The Higher Education Commission, HEC, has made commendable strides since 2002 in university reforms, but tertiary education still suffers from underfunding, political interference, and a disconnect between academia and industry needs. Digital literacy, essential in today's world, remains abysmally low. The pandemic exposed this vulnerability. When schools shut down, millions of students had no access to online learning due to lack of devices or internet connectivity. This digital divide exacerbates existing inequalities. Why the system falls short? The core issue is not merely underfunding, it's a philosophical and structural misalignment. The system prioritizes memorization over understanding, conformity over creativity, and theoretical knowledge over practical skills. In a world where artificial intelligence, automation, and interdisciplinary problem-solving define success, Pakistan's education system still prepares students for a colonial-era economy. Furthermore, the curriculum is often politicized and ideologically rigid, neglecting global citizenship, environmental awareness, gender equity, and scientific temper. Students graduate without the soft skills, communication, collaboration, adaptability, those modern employers demand. The mismatch between education and employment is stark. Youth unemployment remains high, while industries complain of skill shortages. What must be done? A roadmap for reform. To realign Pakistan's education system with 21st century demands, a multi-pronged, nationally coordinated strategy is essential. Here's how. 1. Curriculum overhaul, from rote to reason. The curriculum must be redesigned to foster critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving. Subjects should integrate real-world applications, coding in math classes, climate science and geography, entrepreneurship and economics. Civic education must promote tolerance, human rights, and democratic values. Textbooks should be regularly updated with input from educators, industry experts, and international benchmarks. 2. Teacher empowerment, the heart of reform. No system can rise above the quality of its teachers. Pakistan must invest heavily in teacher training academies, continuous professional development, and performance-based incentives. Teachers should be trained in modern pedagogies, digital tools, and student-centered learning. Respect for the teaching profession must be restored through better pay, career progression, and societal recognition. 3. Bridging the digital divide. Digital literacy must be treated as a fundamental right. The government, in partnership with telecom companies and NGOs, should roll out affordable internet and device access programs for students. Schools must be equipped with smart classrooms, and teachers trained to use digital platforms effectively. Online learning repositories in Urdu and regional languages can democratize access to quality content. 4. Vocational and technical education revival. Not every student is destined for university. Pakistan needs a robust vocational and technical education stream aligned with market needs: AI, robotics, renewable energy, healthcare, digital marketing. Germany's dual education model, combining classroom learning with apprenticeships, offers the proven template. Industry partnerships can ensure curricula remain relevant and graduates job ready. 5. Equity and access, leaving no child behind. Education reform must prioritize inclusion. Special attention should go to girls, rural populations, and children with disabilities. Conditional cash transfers, school feeding programs, and mobile schools can boost enrollment and retention. Madrassas should be integrated into the national framework, offering secular subjects alongside religious education to broaden students' horizons. 6. Public-private partnerships and accountability. The state cannot do it alone. Private sector investment in education infrastructure, edtech innovations, and scholarship programs can accelerate progress. Simultaneously, robust accountability mechanisms, transparent budgeting, third-party evaluations, and community oversight must ensure funds are used effectively and corruption minimized. 7. Lifelong learning and upskilling culture. Education cannot end at graduation. Pakistan must promote a culture of lifelong learning through adult education centers, online certification courses, and employer-sponsored upskilling. Libraries, community centers, and digital platforms should serve as hubs for continuous learning. The role of leadership and national will. Ultimately, educational reform requires political will and societal consensus. Leaders must prioritize education over short-term political gains. Budgetary allocations must rise to at least 4.5% of GDP, currently around 2.3%. Civil society, media, and parents must demand quality education and hold authorities accountable. Education as national security. Pakistan's future stability, economic growth, and global relevance hinge on its ability to educate its youth effectively. An outdated, unequal, and rigid system cannot produce the innovators, entrepreneurs, scientists, and ethical leaders the 21st century demands. But transformation is possible. With courageous reforms, strategic investments, and a unified national commitment, Pakistan can build an education system that doesn't just keep pace with the modern world, it helps shape it. The cost of inaction is far greater than the cost of reform: a generation left behind, a nation unable to compete, and a future mortgaged to ignorance. The time to act is now.